Well, welcome to the stream, everyone. It is the Rugby League World Cup final. Very disappointed not to have England in this final. To lose against Samoa was a little bit embarrassing considering the early round results. But we are here. Australia versus Samoa. Be interesting to know how many Australians and Samoans are actually awake, because it is stupid o'clock for both countries. So who has stayed awake? That is the real question for today. Hopefully plenty of people, fingers crossed. There must be some Aussies and some Samoans at the ground at Old Trafford today. If you're in Perth, it's not too bad. Yeah, if you're in Perth, it's okay. But if you are further east... Hi, Emily. Emily's on. Hi, Emily. Haven't seen you for a while. There you go, see. Go towards the east, and it is a very... Well, either very early in the morning or very late at night, whichever way round you want to look at it. Hopefully Aussies are excited. Hopefully Samoans are excited. However, the Samoans do have the Rock that are cheering for them, so that might make all the difference. Welcome to the stream, everyone. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. I have got the game showing, but I don't think anyone will... No one should need the game because you should have it in your own countries, I expect. But if you don't have access... If you don't have access to it, then you're welcome to watch. No picks. Shush. I want to know, anyone here, what did you make of England losing to Samoa? What are your thoughts on that? Is that a huge upset? I would think it's a huge upset, especially the fact that we hammered them in the early rounds. It is, yeah, a lot of NRL players, isn't there? A lot of NRL players. I was shocked. Hi, Mighty M. Yeah, I was shocked. Yeah, to win on the on the golden point, it was painful. And actually, so at the time of that game, I chose to watch England Rugby Union. That was a mistake because the league match looked so much better, so much more exciting. Hopefully, this will live up to the Rugby League final hype. I don't think it will. I think it will be Australia that win it. But as I said, we've got NRL players. You know, Samoa aren't that bad, you would think. So we'll see. We'll see. At Old Trafford, looks like a decent sized crowd as well. Yeah. Well, it's quicker. Look, I like both. We know Rugby League is faster. That's what I think is better about Rugby League. But there's other things that Rugby Union does that is better as well. So, you know, I'm not here to say what's better. I like different things from each. There's no... yeah, I think because of that, there's no reason why it shouldn't be a fairly close game. Both teams technically have some top NRL players. Does the Australian aura still exist, they say? Yes, of course it does. Have you seen the previous results? What am I drinking? Okay, I have a sweet tooth, remember? So I am drinking Brothers Toffee Apple. I do like a Brothers. It's very sweet. Tastes like toffee apple and it's cider. So it should be a good. I know most of you are for the league, but England versus New Zealand should be a good game as well after this in the Union. Right, players coming out at Old Trafford. Hmm. That's true. Maybe we take that as a win. Let's forget about the proper version. Let's just think about the wheelchair rugby league because that's clearly where all the talent is, right? that's what everyone went to see, right? The rugby league wheelchair World Cup. Did anyone see the video of the in goal area? Very short landing ground. Bear in mind at Old Trafford, at the edge of the pitch, it slopes. I was really hoping to go to this as well. Yeah, I was really hoping to go to this, but I had bowls, so I didn't have the time, unfortunately. Do you know the words to the Australian national anthem? Yes? Australia. Something along those lines. That's all I know. I didn't choose to learn the words. I'm not Australian, you see. It sounds like a good atmosphere at Old Trafford. Lots of people there. A decent attendance, definitely. Really good crowd for the rugby league. well, I've seen in the crowd you've got the some Samoans. How warm is it there? Not very at all. I can tell you here at the moment. At the moment here, it's about 9 degrees, but feels about 7, so quite cold. God, the Samoan national anthem sounds a bit aggressive. Well, if they're using if they're using a football pitch, a football pitch is what 100 yards ish. Um, so yeah, you're not going to have a lot. Hi, skull and crossbones. Surely it's not 30 degrees at the moment at silly o'clock in the morning. Welcome to the stream. If you've just joined, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Join in with the conversation. The game is showing in the Discord server, but you probably won't need it because it is showing probably on every domestic channel. Amelia Bertolini. That's not a very Australian name. Australia. Oh, sorry. Jay says, what is the capacity at Old Trafford as big as the SCG? It is bigger than the SCG, buddy. A lot bigger. Old Trafford is 74, just over 74,000. I've been there twice. God, that's a moustache, isn't it? Jesus. Right, we're almost there. Hopefully, I won't be too far behind. Hopefully, I won't be too far behind on the stream. Obviously, I'm streaming it, then streaming it to you guys on YouTube. So, fingers crossed, it should be okay. But the banners are getting off. Game is going to start very, very soon. Oh, God, no, I just don't want to. Why would you want to? I don't want a slug on my face. Hmm. Hello, we're having a little huddle. Are we? Have we got a hacker? I don't know if you'd call it a hacker. Quiet, please. I'm not sure how this would translate in a stadium the size of Old Trafford. Ooh, a bit of echo. I probably wouldn't mess with him either, actually, to be fair. Wow. It's a little, if I'm honest, unless they're doing any more, it's not that impressive. Not much for a routine. Are they going to do something extra? Here we go. Right in their faces, aren't they? Right in their faces. Look at that. Old strong Aussie boys. Look at the intensity. Oh, nose to nose. That's going to get them hyped. They did give him a hug afterwards, though. Ah, Skull and Crossbones, you might as well stay on, mate. It's a Saturday night. I'm amazed when they did that. A Siva Tau. I'm amazed that they are allowed to go across the halfway line and right in their faces. When you see the All Blacks, for example, doing the haka, they stay in their half, don't they? Uh, I know, for example, some teams, opposition teams, have crossed over the halfway and been in trouble because you have to stay in your own half. But that was epic at the start, really in each other's faces. That was quite cool to see. All right, game is going to start very, very soon. Welcome, everyone. It is the Rugby League World Cup final. Samoa versus Australia. Who do you think is going to win? Let me know. Let me know who you think is going to win. It's probably going to be Australia, but Samoa should be up for it. After their abysmal start in this World Cup, hopefully beating England. Just got to hope they didn't tire themselves out too much. That's the only thing. Oh, Jay's going Australia 38, Samoa 12. That's a big scoreline if they can manage it. Fingers crossed it'll be a close one. I think, say this all the time. All the time I say this when we do live streams. Just want it to be a close match. Close matches are so much better, aren't they? You don't know which way it's going. Oh, I've just noticed, Emily, I have just noticed how short the try area is. That is not a lot, is there? Jason's going 2-0 to Australia. Are we ready? Hopefully, I'll let you know. If you can let me know what the time difference is, that'll be awesome. And kick off. We are underway. Big ball to the Aussies. Bang. Right, what I want to see, what I want to see is I want to see the strength from the Samoans. You know, they've got some big guys. I'm surprised they've got some smaller lads as well. But I want to see that physical strength from the Samoans. 30 seconds into the game then. Jason, I'm not sure. I don't know if I will be or not because time-wise, I don't think this game will be finished in time for the All Blacks game because that starts at 5:30, so literally an hour and a half. Oh, boom. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining me, everyone. It's awesome to have everyone here. Obviously, Aussies that are awake at stupid o'clock. Brilliant to have you here. I say, such a shame that England didn't make the final. That really would have made it. Certainly would have made the final for me, but we'll see what the Samoans have got. It is very physical already. Good job. The football World Cup is about to start tomorrow with what's going on the pitch. At least Manchester United don't have to play on it for a while. Oh, good movement from the Aussies. That is one thing I'm noticing already. It's good movement, good agility. Up and over for the last, taken by Samoa. Samoans, looking at the shape of the Samoans, even when they've got possession of the ball, they're staying very compact. They're not. It's almost like they don't want to create any gaps. They want to have a tight start. Whoa, very good from Aussies. The Samoans seem to want to have a very tight start of the game. Don't give the Aussies anything. As the game goes on, possibly open up a little bit. But yeah, at the moment, very compact. Very compact from the Samoans. It looked... Whoa, certainly looked like it should have... Yeah, he was on the line, wasn't he? Is that not what video assistant's for? Certainly TMO surely would have pulled that up in Union. Is that not what video assistant's for? I don't know. Oh, I'll tell you what, I need to turn the sound up. Let's turn the sound up a bit.
I'll tell you what Stuart is, getting his hands on the ball plenty in these early stages, isn't he? He's up for this. And he needs to be at his very best here today from Samoa's point of view.
Samoa, look, we're just over, well, just under 5 minutes in. Samoa looking all right. They're compact. I don't think either team has really done anything. It's a tight game so far. It's a very tight game so far. But I think, being the final, I don't think any team really wants to give anything away. Good from Samoa. I don't think either team really wants to give anything away here in the early goings of the match. One more. They're running out. God, that is a small space. But as you can see, this is what I was... Hello, Gareth. Certainly, as I was saying about the edge of Old Trafford, it really dips. All the way around, it dips. So you've got to be so careful. Gareth, I assume you'll be watching the England-New Zealand. I'm not sure if this game will be done in time.
Forwards, they are massive. And they can go head-to-head with anyone in the world.
Hunt towards his right-hand side, and Martin with a thunderous effort that takes Australia just about inside Samoan territory.
Look at the distance gained. Set restart. Forward pass.
Two things. Liam Martin's been outstanding in this World Cup, and we're seeing the danger that he promotes in and around the middle. But here's the forward.
Just about on it. Yeah, just about. Samoan ball. I am, Gareth. I'm on a toffee apple, mate. Toffee apple.
In an attacking position, though, sometimes you've got to go with the referee, and you get some lucky break sometimes.
Honestly, that referee kit is absolutely horrendous, especially where the socks don't match the shorts and top. Yeah, rugby union needs scrums like rugby league. Definitely. That's what union needs. Get the game going again. It's less faffing about.
Who's retiring from the game after this match at the age of 23. He might be back.
The referee's Australian? Surely not. Emily will know that. Surely the referee is not Australian. You could have had an English referee, couldn't you? No, Gareth, the scrum is rubbish. They're struggling to take that boy down, aren't they? They are struggling. They're playing on. I'm sorry. How have they got away with having an Australian... How have they got away with having an Australian referee? That is ridiculous. It's a World Cup final. You can't have a referee from this team that's playing. Madness.
by Australian defenders.
Well, it's all extra tackles for the Australians to do on their own line, and that will take a little bit of juice out of their tank, and they need some juice taken out of their tank because of the way they play football. So we're clearly seeing there that last tackles are going to chance around Samoa. They're going to try and find a space. Maybe Crichton could have found a kick play there.
Nice bit of play there from the Samoans, keeping the ball in play. And the Aussies really struggling to take them off their feet as well.
Their semi-final win against New Zealand last week. It was a hell of a game if you didn't see it. I know you did, Jiffy. It was some spectacle. But
Unbelievable.
is there a legacy from that, or is this Australia and they simply
Move!
No, there's no legacy. They played just as hard this week as they did last week.
They played against Scotland. They beat Scotland 80 points.
Well, he must be doing something right, though, as a referee to get the World Cup final. You know, he must be doing something right.
Have to match.
Cleary smuggling it out to this right-hand side, but going no further, and Australia inside.
Now, this may seem a bit harsh to the Aussies that are in here. I actually I think I want Samoa to win. Dodgy bounce. I think I want Samoa to win. Just because they're the underdogs. Everyone loves an underdog story, right?
Well, it was great kick pressure on Cleary from the Samoans. There's a danger if you let
Hey, still better than here, Jay.
It worked out for Samoa there, but that's a risky strategy if you let the ball bounce.
Yeah, you cannot do that. You know, the back three of Samoa, I've let that happen on numerous occasions in this tournament. They've only got to watch, you know, what the Australians did in the kick chase against New Zealand. Brilliant try, Adokar. You have to communicate, Dave, in the back three. They have to talk, make sure they take the right guy takes the high ball, cannot leave it bounce.
I think Samoa are looking the better side so far within 10 minutes. Just coming up to 10 minutes now. Samoa have looked a little bit more exciting. They're keeping hold. They're keeping hold of the ball well. Australia struggling to take them to the ground. They certainly look the more exciting attacking team here. But is it a case of Australia just let Samoans wear themselves out? Hold your ground. Up and over. Nope. Aussies playing on. They're going. They're going. Woo! Oh, they're still going. They're still going. Oh, Holmes couldn't quite squeeze through. That is a very good bit of play. The Samoans were switched off there, weren't they? Really switched off. And it's just literally they've taken it the whole way down the other end of the field. Brilliant play by the Aussies there. Samoans caught napping.
Good offload from him. Kept alive. Cleary with a step. He can't keep it up. So Australia start there. It's back with Munster. Munster flicks it back and, well, they just ran into trouble there with a possible obstruction. He had to give himself up, Tedesco.
He's been busy though, Tedesco, so far up the middle, tightening the forward.
What have we got here? We've got 3 tackles left. 10 metres out. Just under.
Right-hand side with Yeo. Isaac Yeo gets up and plays the ball, and it's picked up.
2 tackles left. Oh! Reaching. Last tackle. Going for a tap. No. What a little bit of play from the Aussies there. Really good piece of play. Samoans, they were sleeping. They were really sleeping. Just about Samoa just stopped that going through. Brilliant effort from the Aussies there. Brilliant effort.
And now look where they end up. You know, that's what you cannot switch off against the Australian side, and that's what happened to Samoa's. A poor kick, poor defensive line, and look where they are.
But I give them a big tick, Jiffy, on the back that they got back. They scrambled for 6 because they had a lot of threats going at them there. It was clear down the field with Valentine Holmes, and they got back and defended the line.
So the ball's just in the Samoan half, and the Aussies get 6. What can the Aussies do? 5 left. Let's see. I think Samoans just keep tight now. Try not to allow the Aussies to gain any territory here. Easier said than done, obviously.
To deliver. Here's Cleary. Puts it back. Little dummy thrown by Munster. Not taken by that Samoan defence, who are backing up at the moment. Hunt goes out of dummy half. And Hunt. Again, just sees a hard
It's not taking Hunt down.
puncture that. But he's a yard or two short. Cleary skips it back.
They want a gap. Oh, good tackle. Good tackle. Sit down. One tackle left. He's down. One tackle left for the Aussies.
And now the last play. Cleary with the ball away. Terrific stuff.
Oh! There it is. There's the try for the Aussies. The Samoans did everything they could to stop the Aussies. Not enough. Not enough. 4-0 to Australia. Right in the corner. Fair play to Aussies.
And that close to the line, he is very, very difficult to stop.
Well, you're right, Jonathan. He's too big and he's from that kind of distance.
Well,
You're not going to stop him.
they almost stopped them. Almost stopped them. Slipped away from the Samoan grasps.
Field position gained. Had to get the ball dead and go for 6 more plays for Australia. Luai, no other choice.
Look at this. Look at this. Squeeze. Oh.
Just watch Milford here. He buys
Number 1 for Samoa. Just couldn't stop him.
He'd get caught though. Cleary delayed the pass. Thought it was a kick.
Look at that. Slipped away from him.
And that's his one
Let's see if he can make the conversion here then.
best centres in the world. You don't give him that opportunity. Milford had to stay with him. But it's a lovely, lovely play by Cleary. He threatens a dummy little kick. Milford comes in. Late pass. Beautiful try.
Well, Big Mal's a happy man.
He doesn't look like a Mitchell,
Just a little
if I'm honest.
reflection there for the Samoan players who started so well, but
But again, the one misjudged kick. That's what happened. One misjudged kick.
Oh, I'm sure. Look, Emily, this is the thing. And this is what I've been saying, that
Pete set as well.
people may think rugby league is the better sport out of the two codes.
records all through this.
But it's still the smaller sport. It is still the smaller sport. And look, even if you look in England, you will still get, I think, don't quote me on this. Oh, he didn't make it. That's a poor kick. Overall, you will still get more rugby union in England. You know, rugby league is basically just North England. So you're not going to have the same crowds. The only thing going for it crowd-wise is that they're Northerners. And Northerners are a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more leery than Southerners. So, oh yeah, I hear you. And no doubt, because Australia is certainly more rugby league orientated than rugby union, unlike us. And Aussies being Aussies, you know.
Thanks, Woodsy. Yeah, really busy start. But
Jay, you do know Johnny Wilkinson was rugby union, right? God. Wrong sport. Close, but wrong. Let's see how the Samoans react to this. Let's see if they can pick themselves up after that.
Making those darting runs, taking energy from the big forwards.
Hunt is looking for a bit of pressure on Samoa by putting that ball down there and ensuring the chase is good. And it means that Samoa have to start from there. And this is something we've seen from generation after generation of Australian teams.
It's a brilliant example of what Australia do so well and why they're so processed. They're prepared to kick the ball 100 times as long as it lands a metre from the try line, 5 metres from the sideline, so they can keep you at your end of the field and oppress you.
Little bit untidy.
Who is watching the first round of the Qatar versus Ecuador match? That's the question. First game in the Qatar World Cup. A little story. Apparently, I've heard today that it's been found that Qataris have tried bribing Ecuadorian players. So that'll be interesting what happens tomorrow.
Right down the middle, so he hits a bit of grass, and then you never know what's going to happen with the bounce. It makes it a little more difficult for Valentine Holmes, but he's able to
17 minutes and 10 into the game.
test that defense.
I think the Australian team's just looking a little bit more freer, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit. Oh!
And he looks on the inside.
It's got. Oh man.
James Tedesco scored on the
The Samoans have just been sliced open. Wow. Out of nowhere. This is a one-way traffic now. This is the problem, right? This is the problem, and I think this is going to sum it up. This is the problem with rugby league, is that the quality is just so centralised in Australia, and there's just not the standard from other countries to compete against Australia. You know, I think even if England played Australia, we would have still lost. We may have been a little bit better than Samoa are doing at the moment, but Australia just too good. He's got too much leg speed. 8-0 Australia.
Well, it shocked Samoa. It shouldn't have surprised them. Fastest man in the NRL, Adokar. He's speed. Pure speed.
Fastest man in the NRL. Okay, he's got to score this one. This one's got to go in, right?
With a much more simple kick this time, should take Australia into double figures. Well, in 5 minutes.
Easy. Can't miss that one.
Being under the cosh to being in command. Leading now by 10 points to 0.
Here we see it again, and he's just
Oh, I love how they've got Kylie Minogue in the background when a try goes in.
he's too quick, too fast with Tedesco on his shoulder. And this is what the Australians do. This game has changed on the back of one poor kick from Samoa.
It has. The commentator's right. Now, your commentary might be slightly differently to me. The game changed from one poor kick, right?
Momentum switch, wasn't it? One poor kick, they switch on. But as Brian said earlier, it's the basic stuff they do well. It's the taking the ball, carrying the ball, a beautiful kick and a great chase.
Test now is of Samoa's temperament, isn't it?
Yeah, even this early in the game.
Isn't that funny, though, Emily? Sports fans are so fickle, right? Hi, Sally. Sally's up early. Hello, mate. Yeah, sports fans are so fickle. It's like, for example, if I give you the example of football. Well, we've got the Football World Cup starting tomorrow. Now, obviously England players get together, but if they play for a different club, normally you'd say very nasty things about these players. As soon as they're England, oh, they're the greatest player in the world. Very fickle.
Really physical, strong in the hips, are able to get to the side of defenders with agility and break through tackles.
Every carry is a test for the
I would like to know what your thoughts are, guys, on the fact that we are watching... Oh, no, I don't think there was any wrongdoing there. I don't think there was any wrongdoing there.
And again, that is just nothing special. Good hard yard.
Don't think there's anything going on. Yeah, I want to know your opinions on the fact that the game here is 4 o'clock p.m. Okay, 4 p.m. I don't think Adokar did anything wrong. He didn't. He just stopped. Yeah, the fact that this game is 4 o'clock UK time, when both teams are Southern Hemisphere teams, and the time zone's ridiculous. Even if they played this at, say, midday, when they could have perfectly well done that, that would have suited everyone. Having a midday kickoff, how much better would that have been? But no, they had it at 4 p.m. I know they didn't know what teams were going to be in the final. You could almost guarantee Australia. But even if England were in the final, a midday kickoff, absolutely fine. Not a problem at all. Let me know your thoughts. And welcome to the stream, guys. It's currently 10-0 to Australia. And I think that is going to be the sort of the way the game is going to go. 22 minutes in. It's one-way traffic now. Samoa showed a little bit of heart at the start, but that has pretty much fallen apart. One tackle left, I think. Yeah, one tackle left. Literally right outside the Samoan try line. Nope. Oh. That bounced. That made a funny bounce.
I think everybody was expecting the wide kick he went went short, and he got that backspin on that.
Yeah, I just think it's a really poor... Yeah, I think it's really poor from whoever's organising this. A really poor choice of time. Yeah, 8 p.m. Yeah, we do evening games, 8 p.m. Yeah, at least that would have been... It would have been early morning still. I still think, as a Saturday night, it would have been better as a midday kickoff over here.
Australia poised again. Hunt. Along the line. Munster quick hands. Here's Mitchell.
Oh.
Looking for a record. Still not stopped. He is now. Eventually.
Got him on the outside there, didn't he?
Crichton. Back towards the middle.
No one wants it.
It's with Hunt. Juggle from Tedesco. Tedesco cuts back looking for a pathway.
Tedesco's trying to find a space. He's not going to get it though.
Can't drag him down. He's still bouncing up. Boy, he took some stopping. Luai in the end. Zamanu helped put him down. Hunt switches to that left-hand side. Cleary will try to take them on.
Cleary's not getting... I'll get down, Cleary. Restart.
Mitchell out of dummy half. Bouncing into defenders. Bouncing through defenders. And he just knocked it on over the line. Wow. What a big...
We're going to video assistant. Yeah, I do realise that Aussies, you have to put up with a fair bit of difficulty with your sports. Dropped it. He didn't keep control of that ball.
Yeah, just, he is so powerful. And to his standards,
I bet it's a nightmare. It's interesting because obviously the Football World Cup coming on. I know England's first game on Monday is a 1 p.m. start, which is quite good actually because I start work at 3 p.m. I need to leave my house at 3 p.m. So that gives me 2 hours to watch it. Great. So that should be good.
Which I think is absolutely ridiculous.
When you're top dog, you can do what you want.
Yeah, on that point, Sally, I think if there are the English people, one, I don't think many will care who wins. They're going for the game, but they probably would prefer the underdog. And I think a Samoan win would be a better outcome. I think it would be a better outcome for the game, actually, if I'm honest, for the sport. But it won't happen. That's the thing. It is the winner was pretty much on paper already. So 10-0 up. Australia, 25 minutes 40 into the game. Just under 15 left of the first half. I don't think Samoa can win. I didn't think they could win at the start of the game, to be fair. I don't think they're going to win. Oh.
It's just hit the corner flag, so it's a tap back on the 20. So it's not as accurate as he would have wanted. It's given Samoa a bit of a get out of a jail card here because tap restart gives them 7 tackles.
And that's unusual for Australia. We've seen over the years Cameron Smith.
Gotta get some territory. Samoa have been really pinned in their own half for the last 15 minutes, really.
Fires it in.
They need a spark now, Samoa. They're in a stranglehold.
They do need something. They sort of lost everything. This is just being controlled by the Aussies.
Chanel Harris Tavita back to the middle. Papali'i is there as well. So they've rolled on some of those who started in the wings to try to get the drama working back in their favour. Step by Luai. Here's Papali'i again. Trying to get the arms free, the big Canberra forward.
I think the problem with the Pacific Islands, though, is it's just too small, isn't it? It's just not practical. And the fact that, for example, Samoa are doing so well, considering the size of their country. Oh, that's a shame. That is such a shame. Come on, Samoa. They've got another set. Samoa on the press here. Look, that's so unlucky. Come on, Samoa. I'm sorry, Aussies, but I'm cheering on Samoa. No. There's a big post and a pad in the way, isn't there? Definitely held up. What brilliant effort there. What brilliant effort from the Samoans.
But here we go. Samoa going again now with the play the ball. The ball shifted to this left-hand side. Driven in by Paulo. Paulo offloads. Back it comes to Luai. Now it's Suhalihi. Suhalihi with a step.
Come on, Samoans.
Great take by Suhalihi, but up and under.
Aristevita. Papalihi again.
He just can't get through.
Second gear and driving through. Tractor tyres were on, but Australia's defending is good. It's Luai. Milford. Oh, he's lost it. Straight into the hands of Jack White.
Look, they are putting some effort in, right? They are trying.
The extra man there, unfortunately, just couldn't take the ball. Milford. Just watch, one comes in, just couldn't take it. Oh, another set.
Harry Grant's on the field as well, so there'll be plenty of running from Dunny Half with him now on the pitch.
This is where Australia are the most.
Oh man! Well, look. At least that showed. At least that showed some spark, right? That did show some spark from the Samoans. Maybe they can still do it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Does well to get up quickly and play that ball. Grant goes out of dummy half. Munster sees the advancing Samoan line, so instead of passing, comes back the other way. And tests out their defensive resolve. A pick up from Grant. It's with Cleary. Cleary. Wished he passed it. To power the tackle. One play to go.
He's on the ground, watch out.
Grant picks up, tries to make the number.
Oh, and it went so wrong so quickly. The Aussies again have gone from one end to the other. We're going to the video assistant though. We are going to video assistant. But it looked like a try for me.
Okay, video referee to match director. Tackle 5, we have no try. Can we check all available angles on the grounding, please? Does it maintain possession, or is the ball lost?
Let's have a look.
This is exactly the angle I'll need. Got the ball in his right arm.
It's a try.
Can we just go
Got to be a try.
just roll it back and just
They can't give anything other than a try, surely.
make sure that. Okay, his right arm is on the ball. It's still on the ball. And the ball is grounded. I'm happy
Let's
I've
try.
checked all available angles and I've made my decision.
Player of the match of the semi-final. He's in the team of the tournament, and that's one of the reasons.
I'm not sure what they were looking at there. That was such a quick one to be able to give because there was no other call. That was a clear try. 14-0. Samoa, I feel so bad for them. They were attacking on the verge of getting a try, and Australia comes storming up the other end and score their own. Fair play to Australia. This is the team to beat. They're getting tries out of nowhere. A mistake. All from a mistake.
Just watch Grant. Takes it, creates a 3-on-2.
I feel bad for them. I really do.
Well, there's still a lot of work to do here from Martin.
But again, Grant created a 3-on-2. He runs between the players. It's a great finish.
Poor Samoa.
The minute you think you're getting close to them, they just get you the next play or the next play. That's why it's all about concentration against the Australians. You have to play for every second of every set.
And you don't have to score. It's like a game of chess.
You do have to score. What are you talking about?
Then you get your kick in, you territory, then they kick back, then you go patience, composure.
Cleary's kick. He's not on his boots on today for kicking. He's put it well wide. 14 points to nil. That is not too concerning at the moment for these Kangaroos.
Guy on the floor, he comes blind, gets a 3-on-2. Martin is just too big.
Unbelievable. Very impressive, though, from the Aussies. I don't think any team would have beaten these guys. Clearly, that's the format. But they're too strong. Way too strong.
What a season that club had for a second year running. Back-to-back grand finals for Penrith in the NRL. And producing a lot of players involved in this tournament today. And Australia, even though they come from deep, still look full of purpose. Murray gets up and plays. Grant out of dummy half, a push again. Crichton 15 short of the halfway line. Grant out of dummy half. Tucked up and taken forward by Isaiah.
Are there any Aussie commentators?
Pawing the ground to the left of him. Again, the understanding
No.
pass was intense.
No, I don't think so. This is over. Yeah. It's so disappointing. And I think this is the thing. This is clearly what was going to happen in the first place. Because it was going to happen because Australia are the only real decent team, aren't they? Let's be honest.
Yeah, just a big difference, a clear difference. What I can see in these two sides at the minute is the unselfish and energy that the Australians are putting in off the ball. Samoa are running hard and they're tackling hard, but they're doing it in ones and twos. Australia, everything they do is fast and as a team.
Yeah, it's a good point, isn't it? They looked like this is a team that hadn't really played together as Australia before this World Cup tournament. They needed bedding in, but they have bedded in. They just look like a single unit, don't they?
The game against Scotland, when they won by 80 points, they were absolutely brilliant, and it wasn't sometimes, the opposition drag you down. Scotland played, very well, but it was so good, so clinical, so intense.
So frustrating. It's so frustrating. The difference is with the AFL Grand Final though was Sydney Swans on paper still should have stood a chance. On paper in this, it's an Australian all day long. It is. Yeah, it is disappointing though, isn't it? When it is the final, but this highlights the situation with the World Cup as it's been. That some of the score lines has been insane. It really, really has. That some of the score lines has just been crazy.
Tells you a lot about the way this game is going. The scoreline at the top probably tells you the ultimate reason where the game is going. Australia back towards the halfway line. Those opening minutes, they looked a little nervous, maybe. Looked a little challenged. But ever since they have boxed this contest. We're into the final 5 minutes. Grant out of dummy half again. Lovely hands. Back to Tedesco on the inside. From Yo, Tedesco refuses to be tackled here.
Yeah, he does refuse to be tackled. 35 minutes into the game now.
Spins it right, clearing. Munster kicks on and chases.
Oh, head. Check his head. Check his head. Check his head.
Very brave.
Have a breather.
Commit themselves to that ball, but again, if Cleary isn't there to put the kick in, who is his partner?
See you later, Sally.
Total control, in harmony all the time. And look where they're, giving the ball away once again. They've got to work so hard.
Xavier, my video wasn't about why the Australian Union is bad. Well, it wasn't why Australian Union is bad. It was a why Australian Union is not as successful at the moment.
To Milford kicks. Pressure coming from Grant, but the kick to Adokar. Here's a bit of danger. Josh Adokar stepping left foot. Right.
Oh, he does have some speed, doesn't he? Does have some speed, Adokar. With the NRL women, are they professional now? That's the difference. That's the difference with or the thing with having the women's teams. Granted, they are not at a professional level yet, standard-wise, but you have to make them professional to give them that full-time schedule to develop and become better. Do you reckon England get up today? What does that mean? Do you mean about union or what? I don't get it.
And flicks it back to Munster, and Munster with a short ball. This time, Martin stopped. Good tackle.
Because I think this is a thing with football. A lot of the teams are becoming professional. A lot of the women, but yeah, so a lot of the women are becoming professional. England go win the World Cup or the Euros, wasn't it? I think. So the standard will slowly get better. And that's if you're gonna if you want women to play and become a higher standard, they've got to be professional. So it's similar. So the NRL women is very similar to the AFL women, then, yeah. Yeah, I did hear that, Jay. I did hear that Tasmania have got a license, and so soon there might be a 19th team. That would be pretty cool. To have Tasmania, it would certainly cheer up the Tasmanians, wouldn't it?
They've struggled, and now they're under pressure once again. This big set just before half time.
Sometimes you have to go set for set, and it doesn't look pretty. You've got to keep hanging and keeping in the game.
That's Test rugby, isn't it? That is Test rugby.
2 minutes to half time. Key moment in the game maybe here as Munster tries to step away from the oncoming defender. If I made contact.
I just want, I do want Samoa to at least score one try, but at the moment I can't see it actually happening. We've got about a minute and a half left of the first half. It's one-way traffic, and it is amazing. It is only 14-0. Let's be honest. Samoa have at least stopped an absolute landslide. Don't want to pass it, does he?
So the option for the offload disappears for the moment. Adokar spins it back towards Cleary, and Cleary up to the line.
There's space on the wing. There's a big overlap on this near side wing. And again.
With a big right foot step, urging himself towards that line, just held up. One play, Grant with the dummy.
Are they going to get... No, I was going to say, are they going to get something? No, they're not.
Diving back to rescue the situation for Samoa.
Well, Luai and all the Samoans are desperate here, and they are defending really, really well, being challenged all the time.
They're doing their hardest. They're working their hardest to defend, but... Just too much from the Aussies.
They want the half-time hoot at a come now. They are under the cosh. The last 20 minutes of this first half.
I would say they're not both. They're not all the commentators are English. One of them sounds Welsh. So it definitely sounds like there's an English and a Welsh. There we go. That is the first half done. And it is 14-0. And I think you're right, Emily, that it certainly could have been worse, right? Certainly could have been worse. I think it's a shame. The Samoans have worked their backsides off there. But there was too much, right? Way too much. Well, Melbourne versus Brisbane. I don't know what I've got next weekend. I know I've got bowls at some point. I know I've got bowls in the morning. Because that's all I do with my life, clearly. Yeah, it depends what time. I did the song, AFL songs, the two Melbourne versus Cats last year, or was it Bulldogs? Sorry, Melbourne versus Bulldogs last year for the last year's final. But no, I haven't actually done the others. I should probably rank them, shouldn't I? But I thought I'd wait. I was going to do a video, but I'll wait until the season starts, as there's probably less interest in... probably less interest at the moment in AFL, because it's obviously the men's season isn't happening. Oh. As you can see, it's 4:45 at the moment, and it is pitch black outside. That is depressing. My main question, though, is who's watched my vlog today? Yeah, who has watched my vlog? We obviously have our vlog channel, Charlie and Rob, and we vlogged all the time we were out in Australia. We've done all the vlogs beforehand, weekly vlogs. We went to Avebury Stone Circle, which is the biggest stone circle in the world. I think about 4,000 years old, older than Stonehenge. That was quite cool. So if anyone gets a chance, make sure you subscribe to the vlog channel and watch the videos. Please do. Would be awesome to have you on that community. What is going on with my internet? Why is my internet so bad at the moment? The commentators, this is the problem with playing Australia. You make one mistake and you don't see the ball again for 15 minutes. That seems about right. Can't stop yawning now. These winter nights. That is what the Aussies have done well, isn't it, in this game so far? They've turned defence into attack so quickly. Right, I'm going to be back in a second. Toilet break time. Go help yourselves to the toilet as well. And get yourself a drink and some food. Okay, Google, turn living room lights on. Okay, Google, turn kitchen lights on. We have returned. I don't know, with AFL in England, I don't know really how much there is. And how close it is that things are as well. Just trying to look. I'm trying to find where teams might be. Everything seems so outdated. I don't know if anyone's getting this at the moment. They're talking about the guy that's just run 40 marathons in 40 days or something like that. All in aid for motor neurons. In basically for his friend Rob Burrows. I don't know if anyone knows Rob Burrows. He was one of the first rugby league players I learnt about because of his size, being fairly short like myself. And real inspiration. The guy with motor neurons disease who is still fighting, and he probably doesn't have long left at all, but a really sort of incredible guy. I'm going to turn this up so you can hear.
Yeah, thank you, Sally. That team is incredible. I think you all know why. Rob Burrow, Doddy Weir, Stephen Darby, Ed Slater, the full M&D community, the full rugby league community have got behind the M&D community. I can't thank you enough.
Kevin, you have done 7 ultra marathons in 7 days. You said you were just going for a run for a mate. What kept you going?
Incredible.
That exact thought. It's all about friendship and the love for Rob.
Honestly, I barely run a mile.
What I do about Rob Burrow is an absolute champion. The way the Burrow family have been so courageous and brave. We just want to be a great friend, and if we can all try and be a bit of a better friend from time to time, I think we have a bit of a better place to live in.
It's just incredible. Please, if you haven't had the chance, I've done videos on it. I've done a couple of videos about Rob Burrows. Incredible story.
A few moments ago, I checked. The total so far is £1,366,000.
£1,366,000 he's raised for motor neurons disease in the name of Rob Burrows. Just, wow.
Just a massive thank you.
For you Aussies, that's about just over 2 million.
But there's one thing for sure, that our country cares. It cares about people who need help. And that MD community need us.
It's on my Discord at the moment, but yeah, this is on the BBC at the moment.
For the support along the sidelines, but for voting with the money as well. To be here tonight is incredibly special for our team. I can't thank people enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for Kevin
Brilliant.
Seafield
Absolutely brilliant.
and his amazing support team.
But like I said, if you get the chance, I said I've done a couple of videos on Rob Burrows. Check it out. What an incredible player he clearly was. And even now, He is completely ruined by motor neurons. His wife and his kids are so strong. He's staying so strong. And a serious role model. Such a role model for people. It is incredible. Please, check it out.
That's the bit that really overwhelms you emotionally, actually. Yeah, because we men are rubbish at that, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. I know. It's just, it's mind-blowing. It's extraordinary, what that group have been through, led by Kevin Sinfield. Kevin alongside Chris and Dave to run those distances every day for 7 days is just absolutely incredible. But what kind of struck me is what Kev said then, is that just while I was on that run, it's just that people are good. There's goodness in so many people. And on that 40-mile trek, there was a couple of people here and there. There's hundreds of people just wanting to donate money, wanting to be kind, wanting to look after people who are in worse states than themselves. And for me, it was just so emotional, just being involved for one day and what himself, Kevin's done, and all his backroom staff. I've got most of their names here. I want to mention the team behind the team because I just think it's really important. I think there's 2 Phils, there's Peter, Darryl, mine, Gemma, James, David O'Sullivan, the director of Good Terms, Martin Wollstonecroft, all helped him do this. But it was just such a special moment for the game, for M&D, for Kevin, and just long may it continue. And if you're thinking about
just some of the things people do in the name of others is amazing, isn't it? It's truly heartwarming and just amazing. It really, really is.
And those connections are really what drive everything in our lives. That willingness to feel connected to other people. Sport is an unbelievable.
Guys, while you're there, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. Go join the Discord if you want to watch the game, if you haven't got access to it. And make sure you subscribe to the vlog channel. Always need more subscribers on there.
I was going to say, people are good, as everybody boos the odds. I mean, timing was never my forte, I'll be honest with you. But people are good, aren't they? In the main, people are good.
Just saw that. It just, all the way through that journey, people, we're allowed to boo people and still be good. That's allowed.
And Samoa come back out.
Come on, Samoa. Let's see what the Samoans have got.
Shaking the hands of the referee, Ashley Klein, as well. I don't know whether you saw that. But the referees are back out. Both teams are back out. We're 40 minutes away from finding out the champions of the Men's Rugby League World Cup. Stop laughing, Wilkie. You are my friend and I love you, but stop laughing.
That booze, man.
Back to Brian, Jonathan and Dave.
We got an occasion on our hands here, haven't we? Fantastic. The noise inside this stadium is just terrific. The energy inside this stadium is fantastic. Kevin Sinfield and his efforts have really lifted it, but it didn't need lifting much actually, because even before that it was wonderful. And everybody
All right, we ready for the game to carry on?
have cheered Samoa to the rafters as they come on for this second half. But boy, if Kevin Sinfield's had a tough 7 days, and he has, well, Samoa have got a very tough 40 minutes here if they're going to get back into this.
Come on, Samoa. Game on. Second half starting. Let's go.
Of making it a 12th World Cup final win. And Samoa
I just... No one can stop. No one can stop the Aussies, can they?
I think Samoa have to score first in this second half. We'll certainly get down to the end of the field with that expansion that they're trying, but remember the clinical nature of what Australia do to you. It's really, really highly skilled. It would be too unfair on the Australians to say that they're not highly skilled in the way that they execute.
Oh. They keep making those odd mistakes, aren't they? They just keep making mistakes. Giving the ball away to the Aussies.
Finish that first set, get a good kick in and have some time in the opposition half. Unfortunately, it's another error.
Yeah, keeps happening.
Just can't do it against this side. Give them a little bit of leg up now. First real attacking opportunity, only a minute into the second half.
hands on hips already from Anthony Milford. It's Addo Carr who feeds
What's the chances the Aussies are going to punish them now?
going out to that right-hand side with Munster. Munster dragged down, but here's the platform.
Move.
These are the magicians. What can they make of this position? Bit of muscle to try and
To be fair, talking about the atmosphere earlier on, it doesn't sound like there's much of an atmosphere at Old Trafford at the moment.
the rest to his right. That's the way they go.
You've got the odd vuvuzela type trumpety thing, but it doesn't seem the crowd noise. Now, whether or not that's just because the crowd is mainly English, I don't know.
Cleary opposite back. Tedesco has that ball high and knock on. Yeah, he just bobbled and hit a defender. Just lost control.
Well done, Samoa. Back in control of their own destiny. They're going to get the ball back on their 20 metres. Get it down to the other end of the field, Samoa. And let's see what you got in the tank. Here's the bobble from Tedesco in the tackle. Tough call, if you ask me.
Is there a knock-on?
I think a tighter situation. He might have gone for a captain's challenge there, mind.
How was that a knock-on? The ball didn't leave his hands.
Junior Polo is back for Samoa. He's passed his head injury assessment.
Bizarre.
Lee Radford, the assistant coach of Samoa, acknowledged that Australia do so well what they do well, and we need to fight for the football and see what we can do with it in the second half. The message from Mal Meninga: maintain the pressure, defend like we have been, and the World Cup is ours.
Can't argue with that, can
No,
you?
I just think,
assessment.
yeah, I know. I just think they need to spend some time in the Australian half now. They haven't been there for a long.
Oh, all the Aussie girls.
You know,
Hello, ladies.
finish the sets, try and get repeat sets, but try and maintain some pressure on the Australian defensive line in their own 20, maybe.
Those were the Gillaroos we just saw, who won the
Gillaroos.
World Cup earlier today on this stage. You might have seen it here on the BBC, but if you didn't, they were very impressive in their victory against New Zealand. So part one of what they hope will be an Australian double. Samoa keeping it alive. That's good. Quick hands and here.
Come on. Oh, it's not. They've run out of space.
Look at the response from the green and gold. They just
That's the thing, isn't it? The response, as the commentators say,
Two forwards on a winger.
a really, really good little breakthrough, but the Aussies were so quick to shove him out of play, so quick to recover.
Martin's there again.
You've got to admire Australia, haven't you? I mean, there is a kind of an ABA opinion in the majority in this stadium. Anybody but Australia. But you have to admire them and how they play this game. They are wonderful.
The commentators certainly talking about the fans in the stadium are in the mindset of anyone but Australia. But commentators right, you've got to respect what the Aussies are doing and how good they really are.
Here's Mitchell backing in, dragged to the ground, slowed down by those Samoan defenders. Grant picks up again and has a little totter forward. This is Carrigan, almost on the halfway line. Grant stands and waits.
Can't take him to the floor.
Holding on for as long as they can. Allowing the rest of the team to get some air back in the lungs. A lovely little dabbled kick, which Suili is across quick and smartly, and he tries to brush off the first defender, but look at that from Cleary. Straight in there. Ambitions thwarted right at the start. As Samoa try to bring it back.
Well, it's a team ethic that
Yeah. They're definitely not winning the Football World Cup. Definitely not winning the Football World Cup. I could put on £1 million that they will not win, and I would win. Problem is the winnings would be so small that it wouldn't be worth it.
Off the half backs as well for them to organise the next play.
Lingisau stopped, still 5 short of the halfway line and on the last. So Milford puts the kick hopefully downfield. Tedesco underneath it, catches safely. Already at the 20.
I tell you, Tedesco's been very prominent in this game. He's had a lot of action with the ball.
He says he was tackled. It's a really good carry from the fullback again, that wasn't it?
He's had a good game, Tedesco.
He's had a very good game.
He has had a good game.
Adokar, latest to be impeded by the Samoan defenders. Angus Crichton crashes in and crashes out again, and the ball
Forward. Knock on.
through the hands of Valentine Holmes. But there's concern for a Samoan player here.
I think he's knocked himself out here. He came in for the big hit or you just run onto an elbow.
Look, they're all having a little bloody
The Australian, I think you're just looking at
confrontation with each other. Let's just look at the bloody player on the floor.
Yeah, watch it. Picks the ball and goes Crichton goes up.
That's Tavita Harris, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how he got.
Still prone.
I don't know how that knocked him out so much.
That's still an accidental contact in your verdict, or is there a case to be answered there?
I'd like to see it again.
Yeah, just see it
Come here,
again. Just
let's have a
watch.
look.
This is a knock. He might get frustrated because it's a poor pass to Van den Horst. This is it. He picks the ball up. Tavita comes in for the.
Ah, he did put his.
What do you think?
He put his forearm up. Oh,
Yeah, it could be yellow.
Could be yellow.
the commentators are changing their opinions there. They, thinking it's a complete accident. Actually,
Maybe red
It's
as
a
well.
test match. It's a test match, and
that is putting his forearm up to his face.
I think he's got to play that.
Hello, the Mexican wave started in the crowd.
He's coming in for the big hit.
It's head contact, so it's at least 10 minutes for
Yeah,
me.
at least, yeah.
That's naughty.
Defending himself, as you quite
What do we think?
Jonathan.
Let's get the old video. He shoves his hand up into his face. His forearm.
the referee's going to have a word. He'll wait until Harris Tavita has had full attention.
What do we think? What should the outcome of this be? Let me know.
Remember Wally Lewis,
Red, yellow.
Noble's jaw, telling us that his best mate in rugby league was his elbow. Good player was Wally, but he knew he had to defend himself. But there was an elbow that was less than defensive. Malmaning a concern here. but he's
Interesting. I think that's naughty. I could certainly see that as being a red because it's,
taking all the time in the world
well,
because they want to make absolutely
dangerous, isn't it?
Harris Tavita is okay. He's going off the field here. No doubts whatsoever. That's the end of his World Cup final. Absolutely no doubts. With a new head injury assessment that we've had in the last few years. As soon as he's not coming back.
He didn't put a lot of force into it. That may be the mitigating factor there.
For Samoa as well, isn't it? Because they've had their problems in that dummy half position. And Levi's had to go home. New Brown got a head injury last week, couldn't play. He's almost third choice, isn't he?
Yeah, it'd be a big blow.
He looks.
Here we go.
Crichton looks worried about possibly being sent off.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. That's
Sends into the sin bin.
got a bit lucky. Simbin, he got a bit lucky there because that certainly could have been worse.
Can Samoa take advantage of that now?
I don't think Samoa will take advantage of it, but we'll see.
He's one of the pivots, understands where the play is going to. Who jumps into that spot now? So it disables Samoa in many respects, but gives them the opportunity in the other one, a 12-man Australia.
It's a big 10 minutes now.
Come on, Samoa.
Any chance for Samoa?
Couple of tries and you're back in the game.
Has to start in this next 10 minutes, doesn't it? What can they do? Milford. Here's to
I think sometimes the slow motion makes it look worse than it is, because certainly that slow motion there made it look pretty nasty. But in full speed, it doesn't look that bad. He's sort of just fending him off.
most of those on the field at the moment. 15 metres out, Milford goes a scampering. Papali'i, you'd never accuse him of scampering. He just drives it in. Milford again.
Come on, Samoa. If you're going to get a try, this is your best chance.
Trying to step. Stephen Crichton.
2 left.
5 strides away from where they want to be, but they have to start again here, and it's a very slow play the ball. Toho, Luai, Paulo passes it on. Milford.
Gareth, this is what I'm saying though, Gareth. I think in slow motion, it looked like a red card, but possibly in full speed, maybe not.
Oh, it's a flick out. Oh, it's a forward pass.
It's forward, isn't it? Ah, gutted for him. Gutted for him.
Australian defenders congratulate themselves on a job well
What a shame.
Well, it's massive scramble.
Almost.
Tanya May thinks he's got the first score for Samoa, but there's the ball. Sully.
Clearly forward.
So Australia just pounded out here. Back to back.
Yes, but remember, Union and League, Gareth, are different ball games, mate, aren't they? you see how lenient League is compared to Union. You know, oh, there's a mistake from the Aussies. We have seen in League you can literally clothesline someone and it's okay. Come on, Samoa. Come on. The Aussies are on the ropes. Sort of.
But you can't move mountains when they're wrapped around you. Milford goes left. Luai further left.
Come on. One more. Oh, they can't get across.
Held up just short. Back to Luai. Flung back. Not a good ball. Crichton picks it up. Sometimes a bouncing ball can confuse the defence, but not when it's prepared. Like this Australian defence.
Just can't get through the Aussies, can they? 3 left still. Oh! Oh. Gotta reach for it. They're not going to make it. He's going backwards. They've literally gone backwards. They've got one tackle left. Ah, it's disappointing. They just can't break through. It's awesome from the Aussies. They're calm. They're not panicking. Samoans just cannot get through them. So close, but not close enough.
Unfortunately, there the kick had to go to the left-hand side. That's where his winger was. No covering defenders there.
30 minutes left of the 2021 iteration of Rugby League's World Cup. Delayed by a year by COVID, but has given us so many special moments over the last 5 weeks. Australia looking to do what they do best.
Release.
Win on this stage. Well, untidy.
Oh.
Untidy.
There are a few calls go for them now, Samoa. They've just got to capitalise on it.
Yeah.
There is a couple of things that have gone for Samoa, but I think Aussies can make a few more mistakes and Samoa still won't score a try.
Damien, injury update down there?
Yeah, just a word on Chanel Harris-Tavita. His game is over. He's looking very groggy, sitting on the bench there among the Samoan interchanges. Had a quick word with the doctor. He's not having a head injury assessment. His World Cup final is over.
His Rugby League career might be over. As I was saying earlier, thinking of retiring at the age of 23. Samoa, now the chant of Samoa goes round. This crowd at Old Trafford, mostly with a northern accent, a northern English accent.
Good commentary. The crowd at Old Trafford, mainly with a northern accent.
He's been very good on the ball stealing in the World Cup, Munster.
So Australia by hook or by crook have got the ball back again. And here's Adokar. Grant at dummy half. Trebojevic is back there, but it's going to be Latrell Mitchell who drives it in. To the halfway line.
28 minutes just over to go still. Australia trying to break through.
But they're doing all right at the moment with that disadvantage. Trebojevic, an unlikely acting halfback. Tedesco.
It is amazing though, isn't it? It is amazing that it's still only 14-0 to Australia. And they are not winning by more. Samoans have had a few opportunities and just haven't been able to get over that final hurdle. Whoa! Oh, God. Oh, man. What an awesome pass. And there's another goal. Another try, sorry. For the Aussies. Wow. Cameron Murray.
Here we go. Well, here's the ball steal for Munster. That's the momentum changer that Australia wanted. Because it was all Samoa at that point with 12 men, and here's Cleary at the line, and just great line from Murray.
And again, I think they've targeted Milford. Just watch, he just goes for the intercept. You cannot do that. You got all or nothing. He just doesn't really. Just watch. There he goes. He delayed pass. Milford. It's an outside swerve, but he just can't afford to go for the intercept. If you don't get it, that's what happens. And that's with 12 men.
Yeah, even with less men, the Aussies are still dominating, aren't they? What can the Samoans do? They can't catch a break. It's not looking good for them.
Almost hear that conversation going round Old Trafford at the moment. Nathan Cleary's not had the best of days with his conversion attempts. Hoping to improve here. Partisan crowd trying to put him off, but they don't do that. That's the best of the day. The best kick
In you go.
Nathan Cleary.
20-0. 50, just under 54 minutes gone.
Inexorable march.
He hasn't had a good game maybe with his goal kicking, but the selection of passes, that's the second try scoring pass he's given today.
I do find it funny that the music is Kylie though. That is quite good.
Like you said, Jonathan, he runs an outline on the outside of Milford.
So Trebojevic brings it out, and Kev Brown has got news for us downstairs. Kev.
Yeah, just really impressed with, well, the prop forwards. We should probably call them Middlesbrough for Australia. They're so fit and athletic, and
That's not news.
Makes it so hard for Samoa to create any space, even when they're down to 12 men. They've got so much fitness in the tanks. It's so difficult. But even when they flip over and they get the ball, Cameron Murray's still got the energy to hit that line and score the try.
Where does that magic come from, Brian? Because I mean, you look at this Samoa team, and we've called it. They've got so many Penrith Grand Final winners in there. Why are they not able to match Australia? Is it something about the green and gold? Is it something about Malmö? What is it?
It's the culture of the way Australians like to play.
So the question they're asking, the question they're putting, the commentators are, with the quality of players that Samoa have, Penrith players winning the NRL, why are they not anywhere near as good as Australia? Not sure.
He's off the ground. We saw one of those against George Williams, didn't we? A penalty that England got in the semi-final, similar situation.
Ooh.
Off the ground, vulnerable. So it's a penalty from where the ball lands.
I'm not sure about that. Like as a kick downfield, you're going to get under pressure. You keep your foot up. As a harsh, for me, it's a harsh call.
That is harsh. What? That is harsh. The player's gone to block and obstruct the ball.
That's the England wheelchair rugby league team who won in such dramatic style last night against France. And even a legend like Jamie Jones Buchanan wants some autographs.
Oh, Jamie Jones wants some autographs on the old from the England wheelchair team.
Australia going again here.
Hi, Kian. Yeah, I was going to do a live stream, but this isn't going to be done for another 25 minutes, so I'm probably not going to. Plus, I'm getting a bit tired, and by the time Charlie comes home, I could do with getting some dinner. I will be watching it, though.
They are relentless, aren't they? Absolutely relentless.
Grant's ready to go. Babali, he comes up. There's Marker, here we go. Time back on again. Cleary offering it back down the middle. Isaiah Yo with a push. Harry Grant with a patient wait.
It's just a shame that this game... This is the problem. I always choose the worst bloody games because this one is pretty much done. Well, it is done. And there's still, 23 minutes left. But is this not what always happens? I'm sure it is, isn't it?
Crichton's back on the field now. So they're back to 13.
Full compliment.
Hey, you see how badly Wales did, Kian? Wales were awful against Georgia, wasn't it?
So Samoa somehow, they've just got to go back to the well, go back to that inspiration that they found in the semi-finals. Somehow lift themselves here, create some self-belief, even if nobody else believes.
That does sound messy, Kian.
World Cup final, they must create some self-belief. Luai offers it up. Papali'i, he's one of those who will lead by example, drive them down the middle. They need some flash and flare outside as well. Lingisau gets it away. Now it's Luai. Junior Paolo to Papali'i. The two big men have gone backwards. Papali'i trying to offload, has lost the ball. Adokar is a little untidy. There's a push and a shove down the middle.
Knock on Samoa.
It'll be Australia who get it back.
Frustration again, creeping in, trying to get the miracle offload.
Why do I always have to watch games like this? It's just always so one-sided, and the game is dead, isn't it? It's just basically like last weekend watching England versus Japan. It's ridiculous. Always happens to me.
Because we never see them.
And that's got to be the encouragement, because unless you play them every other year, you're not going to match those kind of standards.
No, you need to play the best.
Well, it's 3 years since they played anybody. When they played against Tonga at Auckland, when they got beaten by Tonga. That's why this is such a new team. It's been such a long time since...
What I say, the capacity is about 73? About 73. It's not massively far off. I don't think they... Yeah, to be fair, for Rugby League, look, I know it's in Manchester, which makes sense. For Rugby League, it's not a bad crowd. Not a bad crowd size at all.
Well, his nickname's a Fox. And I don't know if that's because he just runs around people or he's got the pussy tail or whatever the reason is for it.
Please can we check all available angles on onside, offside, through to grounding. Players must have both feet behind the ball to be classed as onside.
What do we think? Is it a try? He could have kept going, to be honest. Oh, maybe he couldn't have.
Yeah. All players are onside.
It's onside. Did he ground it? They've got a perfect angle for it.
Takes possession there.
Nope.
He then
No.
loses possession.
No grounding.
I'm happy I viewed all available angles. I've made my decision.
No try.
So no try, but again an example of that corporate approach. Adokar is sitting on the verge of a record. You know, as a winger, his instinct is to go for a try, but his Rugby League now says there's a better opportunity for the man on the inside if I can get the kick away.
Well, it's clearly a knock-on from Crichton.
Yeah. He's a complete winger though, isn't he? Such a good player, Adokar.
59 minutes gone. Amazingly, there's 21 minutes of this, but this game is properly dragging now. Properly dragging.
As Kevin said, they're playing as individuals, not as a team.
Royce Hunt.
Oh.
Got it back. You heard the referee shout. Another set of 6. As Paolo.
It would be nice if Samoa at least score one try. I think the crowd would go crazy if they do.
Hunt again, quick hands out to Suhalihi. Great handling, but Australia's defence responds. Don't forget, there's another World Cup kicking off tomorrow. Qatar against Ecuador, that first game. Here's Paolo.
What time is the game tomorrow? The Qatar game. I said that will be interesting. Kian, if you're still here, that is interesting to hear about the Ecuadorians being paid to give the game away. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Qatar versus Ecuador. Ecuador should... Oh, they finally scored a try. And look, I told you the crowd would go berserk. That is the biggest crowd noise. That is the biggest crowd noise all game. And it's come just over 60 minutes into the game. Samoa finally get off the 0. Brilliant.
Well, Brian Toho's been one of the superstars in this tournament every time he gets the ball. And I think it's Luai that comes up with a big speculator for trying to find the pass play. Here we go. Luai on the way back thinks, wow, get this.
See, this is, you know, they can do this. I think they fell asleep a little bit, if I'm honest. Where was Adokar's speed then?
Luai comes back against the grain. Throws a wide pass.
Ah, hi James. Yeah.
He's looking for the intercept. He's looking about going down there. Leaves Adokar a bit.
Oh, I do want to see the hacker. Has the hacker started yet? I'm gonna have to put that on. Let me have a look because I want to see the hacker. It was Amazon, wasn't it? Amazon Prime.
Well, the encouragement comes from a raucous Manchester Raw. Do they believe? That's the question.
Right, I'm just
16 points in it. They have to score 3 more. Even if Stephen Crichton kicks this over, it's still 3 tries required. Crichton.
Oh, good kick. Straight through. Oh, here's the hacker. I'm sorry, but this is the noise you want. Swing low, sweet chariot. What a noise. It's a shame that you've not got this atmosphere, the atmosphere at Twickenham that you have at Old Trafford, because that would have made a huge difference. What an incredible atmosphere to have.
And Hunt has come on, and Hunt will run at the tired forwards now, the Samoan forwards. Just different player. Number 3, there he is.
Quite a different team, by the way, Kian.
Still pushing. Release.
17 minutes left of this World Cup final.
Now they lift themselves.
They both come to life, haven't they? Paolo and Bahali here around the middle.
Now or never for Samoa. Luai's kick.
Now or never for Samoa. Yeah, never.
Safely caught. Valentine Holmes brings it back with menace. Adokar searching down the middle. Off the starting blocks, but immediately into that barrage of blue ahead of him. Ben Hunt. Australia just looking to settle here, take it.
All Australia needs to do is take their time. Slow the game right down. You got 6... Oh, he fumbled. Oh, he fell over. That is a shame. If he caught the ball in the air, he was through. Oh. Hi, Gareth.
We'll keep pushing and listen to the noise now.
It's all going up.
Lifts again. Are self-doubt surfacing amongst these Australian players?
Yeah, Old Trafford is fired up for the Samoans. No one wants the Aussies to win, do they? Shame. Samoa sadly are well out of this, aren't they? There's still, what, just under 15 minutes to go, but are they not scoring 3 tries, are they?
Inside the 10. They've had 5. Here comes the 6th attempt.
Mark, you haven't missed much, mate. You have not missed much at all, buddy.
Tries to get away from those circling Australian defenders, but they do a grand job.
Yeah, just to hold their depth a little bit there. Just a little bit overrun the ball.
It's the urgency with which Australia cover every situation. So where the threat is, where the ball is, and they cover the ball really well, irrespective of what pass players.
Oh, Gareth, that was a shocking by Wales, wasn't it? Absolutely shocking.
Samoa with a crushing tackle, so making sure that it's slowed down as well. The defensive line is ready to get up as quickly as it possibly can.
First of all, he made an impact when he came on in the semi-final, didn't he?
Yo. Next to me, come on. Hunt again, just has a little crafty glance around. Taken on by Tedesco.
Oh.
Tries a right foot step.
Good player he's been. Tedesco has been a very good player for this in this game.
So Cleary puts it up in the air.
Adokar, no.
Soho gets up and takes it well, but immediately Latrell Mitchell is there to grab a hold and put him down and say that's where you need to start from. And they need a bit of... It's a gut-wrenching tackle though.
Ouch.
Smashing effort from Whiten. And here's Crichton. Crichton with the offload.
Got nowhere to go. The Samoans have got nowhere to go.
Trying to build something out of nothing here. Look at that shoulder, well aimed, hits the target.
5 card. I'm sorry, it's not though, is it? They're not. They're not going to beat the Aussies here. It can't be like every AFL game where it's like 1 goal per minute. You can't do that because it never happens.
But they're going to have to give up possession here.
I think so, Gareth. Yeah, get rid of Wales from the Six Nations.
The ball finds him. Adokar backs back and lets it bounce. Should make it easier. Does in the end make it a bit
I tell you what, I know we shouldn't be talking about Union really, but I was shocked that New Zealand didn't beat Scotland by more with how Scotland have been playing.
You can see what they're trying to do, get the offload, but they're just so solid, aren't they? They'll just do the basics, as I've said earlier. They get it back into position quickly.
Mitchell there with a barging effort. Australia now 12 metres inside Samoan territory. Cleary
Loose.
trying to settle things down. It's Campbell Gillard with all that force and ferocity that he has. It's Hunt at dummy half, skipping away. Cleary back to Munster.
Oh,
Inside, like a surgeon.
just sublime! He's gone down the hill. There's another one for Australia, 24-6. That highlights the length of the try line, the try area. Wow.
Brilliantly worked try that is. What a set play that
Oh.
was.
They've got to find a way to beat the Aussies. Maybe England can find an Aussie that's still got some English blood in them and take them.
It's a drop off. They come the other side and then another inside pass. What a beautiful play. Just watch it. Cleary goes. Munster inside pass. They target Paolo, the prop. Junior Paolo, he's tired. He's had a tremendous game. But you cannot. What a play.
Sliced through again. I really would have liked to have known how England would have done against them, to be fair. Yeah, it is Roland, it is dangerous. But it's not a rugby pitch, that's the thing. It's not a rugby pitch. It's a football pitch. And you don't need that extra distance at the end.
That's straight from Ben Hunt jumping out to the right-hand side, finding Cleary, who finds Munster, who tracks the...
Hang on, I'm going to put it on Amazon on my phone.
He has had a brilliant game, hasn't he? Junior Paolo, but you know you cannot use. He's there.
I can see England getting spanked in that.
The inside ball, he's got to get across.
Yeah, good point. Just use a foam pit.
For a moment there was hope for Samoa. And then came another wave from Australia. 10 minutes to play, just over. Cleary settles himself. Looking to add to his...
Yeah, I think England are going to get spanked by New Zealand.
6 points to 6 now. The Aussies are back in control. And he knows it.
To be fair, look, right from the start, I don't think there's been too many decisions. I think the yellow cards could have certainly been a red card. And then right at the start, when the Australian player tried keeping it on and his foot went into touch. Little things like that maybe make a difference, but I don't think Australia have had to be in fifth gear because they've cruised it in the end. They have cruised it.
And he called that right from the kick. So from the kick-off, they're going short here. I'm going to throw myself up there because I'm a good catcher. I'll put myself.
It's all right. I'm watching. I'm watching. It's on my phone.
Captain, fantastic.
He's been brilliant, isn't he, Tedesco?
We got another try. We got another try from Samoa. Oh man, if only they didn't just give that last one away. They didn't give that last try away to Australia. They might have stood a chance with just under 10 minutes to go. It is funny how the Samoan fans are still very happy, even though the game is done. 26-10. Yeah, to be fair, I think you put your arm up like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Pinched his pocket there, didn't he? Bennett jumps out of marker, gets the intercept.
9 minutes left to go. 26-10. The game is done. Oh, toffee apple cider. You're not the first person to ask me. That's like the third person to ask me what I'm drinking. I do like a sweet cider, especially Brothers. I quite like the Parma Violet Brothers as well. That's good.
Just to underline again, new world order in rugby league, represented by those fans and the players they are here to cheer. A World Cup final, who would have thought that?
Look at those Samoans.
4 years ago, last World Cup they were beaten in the quarterfinals by Australia by 46 points to nil.
Oh, the post, the post.
10 for Samoa, 26 for Australia. What a journey they've been on
Yeah.
the last 5 years to reach this pinnacle.
Well, this tournament, particularly, they surpassed their great rivals, the Tongans, and they've been to the well so many times.
Yeah, and look, fair play to the Samoans. Like I said, the fact that the Samoans beat England after being destroyed by England early on, fair play to them. Fair play to them. You can't, yeah.
Mixing with the Kiwis and the Aussies, and it's benefiting them on the international.
That's right. I'm watching, Gareth. I've got it on my phone.
Buzz of potential and what might be after that try, because time now is totally against Samoa.
Yeah, that try by Tedesco just killed it off.
Yeah.
If they get one no, might be a little bit exciting, but
No, it won't be.
7 minutes to play against Australia. 3 tries scored.
The Welsh commentator is very hopeful. I don't know how, but
They will keep trying anyway. They'll keep pushing. To foul. Blasting it forward.
Jerome Moore has had some game on the quiet.
yeah.
it's looking like 12-0 to New Zealand at the moment. Another try for New Zealand. Ouch. It's got to be the end. I know All Blacks are good, but it's got to be the end of Eddie Jones, surely.
Tedesco with a very solid catch under the circumstances, and again a carry that
Just over 6 minutes left of this game. Awesome to have everyone. Thank you so much for everyone that did join. After this game, I think I'm going to get a takeaway and relax. I'll watch the England All Blacks game on the big telly, I think, in the living room.
Is he going to end the tournament on 12, just like his teammate Valentine Holmes did back in 2017? Campbell Gillard. Hunt. 6 minutes of the season remaining. 6 minutes of a World
6
Cup.
minutes.
And Tedesco ain't finished yet. Hunt. They're moving
Ado Carr wants it, doesn't he?
Kick is not the best from Munster. I think he was actually trying to get it in the corner because Ado Carr was pointing at the line.
He was. Ado Carr wants that ball.
Given Samoa possession back again.
Ouch.
Thankless task here, isn't it?
14-0 to the All Blacks over England. Very mixed results for England recently. Let's hope it's good results in the World Cup.
This is where they're good. You know, Samoa have got to earn every yard.
Luai spinning left and just causing a bit of palpitation in that Australian defence. Tim Lafai. Paolo does well to drag it in. They've gone all the way to this this right-hand side. It's lost. Lost by Sua. But he's given it Samoa's way. A drag out by an Australian hand is the decision.
I think Mitchell pulls the ball out. Yeah, pulls it forward.
Yeah, he goes forward, yeah.
He's allowed to ball steal there, isn't he? Because he was the last man left in the tackle. But
Yeah, it just went forward, didn't it?
went forward.
Sua struggling there with a cramp, I think.
So player of the match.
Yeah.
Come on, get on with it.
You know, I think Cleary's played exceptionally well, but the
That's what I'm saying. Such mixed results recently for England. We won the T20 World Cup. England women got through to the final, with leading for pretty much all the game and lost to the Kiwis. England got through to the semis, should have been in the final of this. We've got really mixed results with England Rugby Union. I think England have just been spanked twice now, haven't they, by Australia in the ODI. Just hope England do well in the World Cup. That would be brilliant, considering the circumstances with the dodgy World Cup as it is. 3 minutes left. Oh, how many times have the Samoans just been on the edge of that try line? Oh, that was a nasty kick.
Yeah, he did. Fantastic dive on the ball, loose play.
It was a missed kick from Luai.
He was.
It was a missed kick from Luai.
Just couldn't find enough juice in his leg. No contact on the kick.
Okay, player of the match.
I think Cleary's been brilliant, Martin's been brilliant, but the standout player for me this afternoon is
Tedesco.
He's been
Tedesco, whatever his name is.
every time he's carried ball.
I would say the same. Tedesco, man of the match.
54 meters. You know, he's scored a couple of tries. So what the play, what a game he's had.
Isn't it interesting that the English commentators get to choose the player of the match? The man of the match.
The Kazoo player of the match. The captain.
Yeah, Mark, it would be, right? It would be good if England really fulfill the sort of potential. Yeah, why do the English commentators get to choose the man of the match? Have I seen the new Three Lions? What do you mean, James?
There's a bit of excitement on the field because we have an intruder.
Show us the intruder, come on.
Actually, the intruder has a bit of a Malmaninga build to him, doesn't he?
That same sidestep as well.
Yeah.
He beat 3 stewards there. 2 more coming. We're getting back to the player of the match. James Tedesco has just been...
Why are they not calling it man of the match? He's a man, and yeah.
I think the intruder's going off for a HIA.
They've got to show us the intruder, don't they?
Why are they just walking him off the shortest way off?
One more carry for Tedesco takes him to over 200 metres in the game.
Yeah.
These are the 2 tries that have helped him stand out today, but his defensive efforts as well have been fantastic.
Yeah, look, Tedesco definitely Tedesco's been brilliant attacking and defensively.
Intruders off. 90 seconds to go. Smile from the big man.
Don't get me started though, Gareth. Don't get me started when what's his face at the moment? He's in the chart. Sam Smith calling himself there. I'm sorry, if you call someone there, it sounds like there's a band and there's multiple people. Man of the match and woman of the match. Addo wants it. 1 minute left.
Is desperate. Now it works back, but then it's to the middle again.
Release.
Last minute of the World Cup. Short pass. A reach that doesn't quite make the line.
Tries to get it, doesn't he?
Hunt. Tedesco looking for a hat trick. Keeps it alive. Bounces it back to Martin. Hunt shouts to him from the left-hand side.
Oh, Mitchell. There's another one. 30-10. Right at the death.
A bit of crowning glory for Australia.
World champions. And it's going to stay that way for a while, I think. As I said, Australia haven't even been in fifth gear. And they have been brilliant. They really have been brilliant. So what can you do to stop them? Don't really know.
Well, that's why everybody raves about Nathan Cleary.
And that's time. That is time.
Cleary gets hold of the ball and woof, straight to Latrell Mitchell's on the outside of Stephen Crichton.
Crichton gets for the intercept again, doesn't he? Death or glory, and what a try, what a finish.
Looking at the camera for that one as well. You see him stick his finger up for the camera that was right in front of him.
That's nice when you can celebrate a try in a World Cup final, you know. You know the cup is going to Australia. They can lie on the beaches now as world champions. Because you got to, you know, they do come here under a lot of pressure because everyone expects them to win.
I think it was Addo who tried that conversion.
Yep, and that's it.
Watching the replay, but it doesn't matter.
Game over. Well, oh Jesus! I'm glad I tell you what, I'm glad I'm not watching the England game because it's currently 19-0 to England, to New Zealand. Thank God I'm not watching that as well. Well done. Yeah. Don't, Mighty M. I'd love a Golden Gate time. That's really mean saying that. That is really horrible. We'll watch the celebration and the trophy lift and that, but Australia are on another level, aren't they? How do you stop Australia? They're incredible. No team is anywhere near their ability. Nowhere near. How do you solve the problem of Australia?
They did try a late conversion. Addo was trying to drop goal it over. I don't think anyone's going to complain to him about that. But he is a character. Stays level on World Cup tries in a tournament. Shares it with Valentine Holmes.
The Samoans are definitely happy. I've still got loads of fruit chocks if that helps, Jay. I've got loads. James says, all I'll say about this Rugby League World Cup is Australia win the semi-final over New Zealand and then the final with the Australian referee. Look, there was a couple of dodgy decisions from the referee, but do you think really the result would have been any different? Maybe the result would have been a bit closer, but Australia were winning this all day long. The first 5 minutes, Samoa looked, yeah, they're in this. Didn't last though, did it? It really didn't last.
James Tedesco, the Aussie captain, is with me. Congratulations, James, you're a world champion.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable. Come over here 6-7 weeks ago with this group of blokes and we formed such a close bond. It's so special representing our country and putting this jersey on. So, yeah, just a really proud moment at the moment.
How did you manage to bond as a team? Because there's been so little international rugby league of late.
Yeah, I know it's killed us. Last 3 years since COVID, not being able to play, for our country. But
I see VAR, TMO stopped the third New Zealand try.
We just wanted to work hard for each other and show that tonight.
It does seem weird that the referee's Australian. That is a bit weird.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm Australian. Mum and Dad are born in Australia. I'm born in Australia, so it's very special to put this jersey on. Represent my family and friends.
I do think the Australian Rugby League kit needs to be a bit nicer. It's pretty hideous. The Wallabies kit is so much nicer. So much nicer.
Yeah, he was unbelievable all tournament. Joshy, Latrell, just a team full of superstars. And
it should not be an Australian referee if Australia are in the final.
We got better and better each game, and this is probably our best performance. So, yeah, it's a great feeling.
Congratulations, well done, James.
Thank you, cheers.
Imagine having... the thing is, though, look, you're always, as a referee, myself, even if I've refereed Saints Academy, I'm always going to be... I'm always going to be straight down the middle. I don't choose, I'm not biased, basically, and I'm sure that is still the case with this. But it's just morally and ethically, you don't choose a referee that is from that country that's participating, do you? Weird.
Yeah, it's one of those games you sit up there and, the first half was, for us, exceptional. I thought we
Right, let's see. I want to see the trophies. I want to see the trophy lift.
We score some points whilst that happened. Just a mark of a great footy team, committed to each other, and really happy for the boys.
James Tedesco, your captain, a worthy player of the match?
Absolutely, So, I don't know how many run meetings he got tonight, but he was
Tedesco was fantastic. What a brilliant performance. What a brilliant performance he had.
His talks through the week and the way he trained was exceptional. So, yeah, he was on tonight, and we need him.
Yeah, well, it was. New Zealand just had a try disallowed, so it's still 14-0. But yeah, not looking great, is it? Eddie Jones needs to be out. He's awful. He's bloody awful.
Those initial conversations all around the team and humility and respect, being respectful of the jersey, but our opposition and things like that. They responded really well, and I just felt that. I thought they brought their best game tonight. They had to work really hard. It's a tough tournament. And as the tournament goes on, fatigue starts to kick in. They've had a long year, but they've been rewarded for effort tonight. And it's been a really good way to finish our 2022 season.
Samoa wouldn't go away at 20 points to 6. Did you sense perhaps a comeback, get a bit nervy?
Oh, I'm really confident in this footy team. So. We made a few errors that allowed them back into the game, to be honest with you. But, I was really confident. Defensively, I thought...
How could you not be confident in Australia winning?
Against, Samoan side that was throwing everything at us. So I felt that was not the turning point, but I felt very comfortable after that.
Congratulations, Mel. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
You want to know James Tedesco stats, by the way, 22 carries for 199 metres, comfortably the most metres made by any player on the field. Also a couple of offloads, 4 tackles as well, and just the 1 error. What a leader he was. Let's hear from the Samoan head coach now with Tanya Arnold.
Matt, commiserations. I know you will have wanted to win that, but boy, your players have done you proud over the last few weeks.
Yeah, just disappointed with the result, but couldn't be prouder of the effort.
Is Matt Parrish, the Samoan head coach, Aussie as well?
To the cause, they played against a champion team tonight, and
He is, isn't he?
we just ran out of troops in the end.
It's if buts and maybes, isn't it? But you were so
He may be a top... Look, Gareth, Eddie Jones may be a top-level coach, but maybe he's just lost his spark, lost his way. He's certainly lost his creativity for his team.
It's not just about what they've done on the pitch, is it? I mean, what you have done for Samoa and for Samoan people around the world has been incredible.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic journey, and just like to thank all the Samoans all around the world that have supported this team, and we're so humbled and proud to be part of this Samoan.
No worries, Mark. Thanks for joining me, mate. Really good of you. Honestly, that is so brilliant that everyone who joins the live watch-alongs. Not everyone necessarily enjoys the sport. Some people just join to be social. But it's awesome to have everyone here.
I'm so touched to be part of this team and to see how they've influenced a lot of people around the world.
And what next for this team? Because you'll hope this is just the beginning.
Yeah, look, I think everyone needs a good break now. It's been a tough tournament. A lot of these guys have had a very, very tough year, so they'll go back to their clubs and regroup and get ready for another year of NRL, and then hopefully a calendar for the international game will kick on. You know, the tournament's been great. Obviously, you know, we need more games for the Pacific nations to thrive, and I think, you know, hopefully that'll happen.
So might we see you back here in the next couple of years?
Let's hope so.
Matt, thanks ever so much. Commiserations today, but well done on a great tournament.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Come on, let's go. I want to get the bloody... Yeah. Yes. Hiroshika, I assume that's how you pronounce your name. The FIFA World Cup is on its way, starting tomorrow. I will probably watch that game, I think, depending on what time of day it is.
As you would if you and your mate had got a pint, they just clinked World Cups together as the wheelchair team came out. It is a real celebration down there at the moment, and there is one World Cup trophy still to be presented, which is the men's. The Australians.
Cheers, Roland. Thanks for joining me, mate. I'm still waiting for this proper trophy presentation.
Shattered, I would imagine, after the 4 or 5 weeks they have had. The match officials just getting there. Just remember though,
the main rugby league competition was the wheelchair rugby, right? And England won. All right, that is the real competition that everyone was wanting to win. Not this one, not this one. No one cares about this one.
First half. Anyhow, we're ready for the players to get their medals. We can rejoin our commentary team.
Can't believe they've got no stage to go up on. I see England are sticking with their usual style of trying to win on penalty kicks.
Waiting to get on, but it's going to be the Samoan players who come up first here to take their runners-up medals. It was a fairy tale until they found themselves in Manchester for the final, and then suddenly reality hit home and the Australians hit.
Fair play to the Samoans, eh? Fair play to them.
You know, the history books will tell you they were beaten by 60 points to 6 in the opening game of the tournament, and they look wounded beyond recovery. 3 injuries to key players in that opening game, and yet they bounce back, and it will be one of sports all-time great recoveries to lose the opening match of a tournament.
That is madness, isn't it? I still cannot get my head around that. You know, they go and lose their first match against England by some serious margin, and then to go on and beat England in the semi-finals. How often does that happen? How often does an extreme like that happen? It's mad. It's absolutely mad. And fair play to Samoa. England should have been in this final, and they cocked it right up. So fair play to Samoa for well, putting England in their place, I suppose. He's already got his medal.
Have a long break now before they get themselves back in for pre-season next year, and they deserve a long break, especially those who were involved all the way up to a grand final with Penrith and Parramatta down under. It's been non-stop rugby league for 10-11 months for a lot of those players.
Good job they're professional players, bloody going on about non-stop. There's the Aussie flag, there's the Aboriginal flag. I can't remember what the other flag is. What is the green and blue flag? I'm sure someone will tell me. I've seen it.
First started in 1954. That was Great Britain beating France. But ever since then, it's been an Australian domination of World Rugby League, be they women or men. players to advance. The Australian players come through. Those medals hung around some very, very proud necks.
Torres Strait Island, yeah, that's the one, sorry, yeah.
Tournament favourites, there would have been pressure because of what had gone before. The legends that we've seen down the years, the Kennys, the Sterlings, the Johns, the Meningas, the Miles, all those great Australian names who've come here in the past.
Why have we got fireworks again? What is going on?
Some less familiar with an English audience because we haven't seen a lot of them down here over the years.
Honestly, fireworks night, fine. 5th of November, that's fine, have fireworks. But why have we got fireworks on the 19th of bloody November? Honestly. Ridiculous.
Fiji earlier in this tournament, a lot of them making Australian debuts in this tournament. And Mal Meninga, you know, what a legend. 47 Australian caps. He won the World Cup as a captain in 1982. He's now won it twice as a coach. Back to back, 2017, 2022. Josh Adokar shares that try-scoring record with his mate Valentine Holmes.
The almost all the players received their medals so far.
It's a squad game. All 24 have been involved at some point throughout the tournament.
That's good. That's good that all the players have participated in this. I sometimes feel that like, for example, in football, you know, you'll get players that haven't played a single game but still get a medal. It's awful. Bloody fireworks, yeah.
Who just embody the spirit of everything. And he is one of those.
You've just got to hope. Hi, by the way, Northern Coin. You've just got to hope that other teams other than Australia doing well will help the game, because at the moment the Rugby League World Cup wasn't very good, and that sounds harsh, but it wasn't very good because of the difference in standard, and there is only one Australia. Well, there you go. There it is. Thank you so much. Fireworks going off. That's it. The World Cup Rugby League is over, and tomorrow starts the Football World Cup. Exciting times, eh? The present, yeah, just happened. There you go. The lift's happened. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my evening. FIFA World Cup. Hopefully you guys can join me for some games. May do a live watch along for the England game because it's just before I go to work, which is good. Thank you so much, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go watch our vlog video from today. Pretty awesome video we did. Thanks so much. And I'm going to leave it there. I will catch you next time.